Hello YouTube and welcome to the next Techsloth video with a brand new Apple iPad Pro 2018 version. This is the 11-inch model. This is a basic version without LTE, so only Wi-Fi, without a SIM card. If you got a SIM card, put the SIM card in first. We are now going to do the setup, check out what about the display, speakers, camera. And because this is the 64GB basic version, we will check out which apps are pre-installed and how much free storage do we still got on the device. So number one, you got the on-off button located on top. Push it, push it, push it until you see the Apple logo. There we go. Then the device will boot. And I definitely have to say, oh, and if you say, oh, where's the button? Where's the home button? There's no home button anymore. If you say the USB Type-C port is located on the bottom of the device, then the on-off button is on top and the volume buttons are at the side. So, step number one, select a language. I choose English now. I'm located in Germany, so I say Germany. We got 98% of battery life, so this is great. And I definitely have to say, first impression of the device is just fantastic. We can now use Quick Start and get another iOS 11 device, so maybe an old iPad or an iPhone, to get some of the settings like Wi-Fi, some passwords over to the new device. But I just say set up manually and I will enter all the informations again and by myself. So choose Wi-Fi network, I select my Wi-Fi and enter my Wi-Fi password. Then I get some information about data and privacy. I just can hit continue. And now, this is a big improvement. Face ID, where the sensors are located up here. So make sure if you're going to unlock the device, don't block the Face ID. Cameras. I definitely will use this, so I say set up, the cameras will be activated. I have to get my face into the circle and then rotate my head. So get started. Let's see if I can do this together. It noticed my face. Let's do it this way. I rotate my head one time, first scan is complete, and I do it now. I do it again. Hopefully the cable is not disturbing the device or the cameras. So let's hit next. I have to create a passcode in case something is wrong. I have to unlock the device with a code. So I select just 124. Yes, I use it anyway. I know it's not that secure. So, and then there's a question. Do I want to restore a backup from the cloud, from a laptop or PC or a Mac? Set up a new iPad? Yes. And there's also the option to move data over from an Android device. Next step, enter your Apple ID, so your Apple email and your password. If you have activated two-factor authentication, you get a push notification on one of your other iOS devices or even your Mac, where you have to agree that you want to log in into your new device and give permission and then enter a code. And of course, the code is also within the push notification, or you get another push notification. Then you have to agree to the terms and conditions. You have to. There is no other way if you want to use your new iPad Pro or any other new iOS device or Apple device in this case. Oh, and one thing, a lot of people maybe will be wondering this by now. The camera, yes, it stands out at the back side of the device. So, but is the tablet wobbling around? No, this is something because the tablets are that big. You hardly get any movements. Yes, on top here, you can slightly move it. But overall, and no matter if you use it vertically or horizontally, the iPad Pro won't move around. So, next step, enable zoom. Do you want to enable zoom? Zoom Mac? No. This is just because I was tapping with my fingers on the display. This is not a part of the normal setup process. But what is a part of the normal setup process is the question. Do you want to enable automatically iOS updates? So this depends. I would say for most of you guys, the answer should be yes. The same is for location services. But if you don't trust the newest Apple iPads, updates, you have to do this by yourself, then yes, just keep that in mind. So do you want to share analytics with Apple? This is where you can check out the new True Tone display, which we know from previous iPads. There's a new swipe gestures we know from an iPhone, but which came with iOS 12 also on older iPads. So this is nothing new, but nice that Apple is giving you a short tutorial here. Okay, quick access for controls. This is great. Swipe to start, and now we are in the home screen. So, and these are all the apps Apple has pre-installed on the device. So we get GarageBand, Keynote, Numbers, Pages, Movie. So these are the big apps which consumes quite a lot of storage here. But I have to, oh, this is just nice. Yes, allow weather on my location. So this is also display of the 120 Hertz display is just fantastic. This is so much, if you use it for the first time, this is so fluently. This is amazing. But first of all, let's head over to settings and find out how much free Apple iPad storage do we still got on the device. So 10.7 gigabytes are already used. So we got still above 50 gigabytes to do whatever we want. But there's 1.679 gigabytes GarageBand. This is 2.43. These are at least 4 gigabytes of Apple apps that are on the device, consume storage. So if you get rid of them because you don't need them, you get still greatly above 55, 57 gigabytes of free storage on the device. This is really good. So next step, what I wanted to show is display and brightness, because I don't like True Tone. So there's a point under settings, display and brightness, you can turn off True Tone, which I just did because I don't like it. And it consumes some of your battery life, because ambilight sensors are always checking not only the brightness level, but also the colors. But there's another thing. So one thing I like to turn off. So what's the next thing? Let's check out the speakers. So we don't get any YouTube apps here anymore. So get the YouTube app or just start a YouTube video.
We'll continue Techsloth video. Today Apple has released the red versions of the iPhone 8 and the iPhone 8 Plus. No
nice.
red iPhone 10 version is out there, and I don't think that there will be one.
The speakers here just sounds great. They are loud, they are crisp, they are clear, and yes, you definitely feel a lot of vibration while playing a video. So this is something up to starting with 70%. You will definitely feel a lot of vibration in the tablet. But the sound, this is the volume. Oh, this is just a nice first impression. And another thing, there's no vibration thingy in this device, so you don't get any vibration here, like while taping on the keyboard or anything. No. So speakers, great first impression. The next thing, what about the display bright? Oh, nice. This is definitely something. And if I look at the edges here, this is something Apple has really nicely designed. And you know, another thing, there is no notch on the device. So next step, what I really want to show you guys is now the camera. Yes, I want to allow GPS here. And yes, taking photos, even taking portrait with a portrait camera. Of course, we know this from the iPhones. So let's see if I can get a nice portrait picture of me. Let's see. So we get the same filters. Oh yes. So spooky here and there. But we can edit. No, I don't want to go. Please go back to the camera. No, I just wanted to hit edit. And now let's see if we can. Yes, we even can change the aperture here. So it's exactly the same stuff we know, for example, from the new iPhone XR. One downside, you always have to go to settings, camera, to switch the resolution. For example, the resolution of the video recording, which I like to set to 4K, 30 frames. You can choose the formats like high efficiency or max most compatible, so H.264 or H.265 here. Even we get slow motions up to, yes, 1080p, 1240 frames if you choose H.265 for that. So this is another thing. And now let's just start recording a video here. So I just speak a little bit closer into the iPad, do some movements to check out the camera or the recording quality. Oh, and you also can just, with two fingers, no, with double tap, you can zoom into or zoom out that you can see 16:9, because the aspect ratio of the iPads is always 4:3. So let's listen in. To check out the camera or the recording quality. Ooh, this was nice. Nice picture quality. Nice for especially audio recording quality. So first impression, definitely nice. So what about the new or the old Face Unlock or Face ID? You just saw the lock on top. It recognized my face even while I'm sitting behind the camera lens. So this was just fast. This is definitely something. So now let's see if it's really tracking my eyes, because now I'm looking to the side. Now I'm looking to the device and it's unlocking. Swipe up. You always have to swipe up. There's no way to automatically do this. But this just worked. So nice, definitely nice. So we got a lot of things. So we got the setup, first impression of the display, fantastic. Speakers, yes, but notice there are vibrations. Performance, we have to figure out. Battery life is the other thing. But I really have to say, first impression of this device, holding it in my hand, looking at it, I really like holding it in my hand. I like to touch it. Of course, this is nothing new compared, for example, with the old iPad. Yes, you got now a bigger display, you got rounded corners, yes. But still, this is just a nice, neat new look of the device. And if you ask me something, which device I want to use right now, I definitely would say I want to use the new iPad Pro 2018 version here, definitely. But this is it. Thank you guys for watching. Was the first impression of the device. And I still have to say, nice. Thank you guys for watching, and I see you all in the next video. Bye.